doing it proud right now. Level 16 Storm, 23 Bloodstone charges. This guy's pretty much unstoppable.
And he's already got 2K gold in the bank. He'll have that third item. You were really pumping that up. The third item for Storm Spirit is really where he truly comes online.
He's already kind of come online, and with the third item, Shiva's, Lincoln's, both of them have merit. And he's going to go for either the Hex or the Lincolns for himself. If he goes for the Lincolns, I think Newbie have almost no hope of stopping this guy.
I mean, look at Newbie's items. They went for Echo Saber on the Slark. They went the Blink Dagger on the Dragonite. Slardar still has no progression past the Blink Dagger that he picked up rather early on in the game. These heroes, they committed pretty heavily towards being able to contest and even win Evil Geniuses in that 20-minute, 15-20-minute area. And it didn't work out for them. And now they're just not going to see the kind of mid to late game progression that they had ID'd.
And EG allowing Newbie to filter into them. They know that Newbie's desperate for a fight right now. Everything that Newbie has done so far in terms of their build has itemized for the mid game. KP at one point had 200 gold about 5 minutes ago, now has 500, and they're in a position where they're just forced to smoke right now. They don't have a lot of options. They might even decide to go for the Roshan, but in that pit is waiting. There's a heartbeat there, but instead they're going to try to get aggressive. But EG on the opposite side of the map, reading this movement perfectly, and Newbie's going to get denied once again.
Their smoke not going to last long enough for them to be able to make the long journey up to top lane. They'll get close, and Hao might be able to scout them out with the Shadow Blade, but it seems like Evil Genius is going to stay pretty tight-knit here, excluding Universe, who will trail a bit farther behind.
The worst thing when you play Storm is usually when there are two farm supports that you can't really do anything about, that cover for each other, but
now
this situation...
They found Abu all by himself up at the top rune. Godlike Samael.
Yeah, they cannot protect anybody right now. Newbie, they've got to go full retreat mode. Is EG going to filter in?
Jump forward, Samael looking for more.
Kind of low on mana though, he's got to be careful. But EG, they're just going to passively push out this top lane and dare Newbie to fight them. Newbie just getting further and further behind us. They've got to split up the map.
Tier 2 tower will be taken by Evil Geniuses, and this will help Samael finish up his third item, which will be the Lincolns, in order to stop the Dragon Tail of the Dragon Knight, who kind of all in committed with that Blink Dagger to try and shut out the Storm Spirit as fast as possible. A rapid rotation though, and a long jump from Samael. Finds Tuan, a perfect pickoff with that Orchid. Makes it look too damn easy for Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, no support can survive anymore. He can just make those random jumps, find heroes around the map. You can't play this style against a Storm who is this farmed anyways. 25 Bloodstone charges. He just continues to rack him up. Even if he dies, he'll almost instantly be back in the fight. Zai can even bring him back. They're just going to take all these outer towers, and it's not even like EG have a standard push lineup. It's just that they're so much stronger. Newbie has seen no item progression on any of their cores. As this Slardar, he'd be lucky to get something like a 35-minute 4-step at this point.
The Evil Geniuses, while they may be playing aggressive, they're not giving any openings to Newbie. Relocate forward is going to bring Zai back into this fight. Sure, they get the tier 2. The Universe already scouting out that Newbie are not going to contest this tier 2. Newbie pretty much have to hole up inside their base, it seems, as they really can't take a straight 5-on-5 anymore.
The problem for them, though, again, is their itemization is led to the fact that they kind of just have to go for these fights. It's not like their support scale ultra well later into the game. Neither of them can do anything against the Storm Spirit. KP just doesn't have the items to contest anymore. The problem is, there was a point where you could drop everything on Sumail and you could probably take him down and maybe you could kite the rest of the heroes. But now this is a Storm Spirit with 2,000 HP, 17 armor, and a Lincolns. There is almost no chance that Newbie take him out, even if they isolate him 4-on-1.
A Slark that would normally want to go Scotty is forced into an Amanta-style position. Doesn't want to be caught out by that Orchid without Dark Pact already running in, so counter ward going to be laid down. So they are going to make their initiation into the secret shop. They've already got Kaka. It's going to be saved by the disruption, but instead they'll take KP's life and leave Kaka for slightly later. Mu going to be chased away by Universe, and Chuan will be the third pickup. Triple kill. Samael once more running low on mana with the help of Fear. He can do it all the way into the tier 3 tower. Armlet toggling. Mu desperate to be able to get out of here, but not the case. An ultra kill for Samael as he balls out of control.
And Hao simply can't do anything as EG, they're definitely going to chase this hero They want a 5-man wipe as now he's going to go for the TP. Sumail doesn't have anything left in the tank, but EG, with so many team fights, 1 in a row, not a lot of hope for Newbie.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Tier 2 being assaulted, the last one of its kind for Newbie. And next stop, Evil Geniuses. An Aegis in their hands and go high ground, tell at this break. You could even see Evil Geniuses perhaps push high ground without it. They are in such a dominant position at this point.
And EG, out of all the teams remaining, they look like they're going to be the closest to maybe repeating as TI champs, as they look so on point right now. They're going to move into this Roche pit. Newbie, again, they probably just have to face check into this to stop it.
That gold lead only growing bigger and bigger. Newbie are not going to go for the Roshan, it seems. They start pushing their way out into the Dire jungle. Maybe they're not aware that it's Roshan time. Maybe they just don't think they can contest. Will opt to try and farm up what little they can in the meantime.
I think everybody right now on Newbie in terms of XP is just completely plateaued because they keep running around this 5. They can't really afford to show themselves as individual heroes to push out lanes because of the Storm, who now almost has this Bloodthorn available to him. The solo pickoff potential for him is so huge, and at some point, Newbie, they've got to come back and they've got to defend this. There's no opportunity for them to go for a split push as Shadow Demon is going to drop poison, but he doesn't want to get too close. As both supports from Newbie, they've got to be careful.
They think they're far enough back, but there is no distance that Sumail will not go to pick a support off. He managed to grab Chuan's Shadow Demon while Fear takes the tier 3 tower.
This has just been a miserable
There
game
it is.
for Newbie as they're going to call it pretty early, 25-9.
A Bloodthorn to finish things off. Sumail with 30 Bloodstone charges. The Storm Spirit is truly back in the meta on Evil Geniuses.
He just went completely unchecked, and out of all the teams that have run him so far in this tournament, he has made him look unbelievable.
Absolutely an electric.
Respect, do you think the ban-wise Newbie should change things up?
I don't feel like